Hey, I'm Matt from Snow's Toyota and we're at Home Park, the home of Plymouth Argyle. Yes, club legend Gary Sawyer will take us for a trip around the city in the all-new Yaris Cross. Bringing all the qualities of our new generation small car to a high-riding SUV, the all-new Yaris Cross Hybrid takes its iconic namesake to new heights. Gary, here's the keys. Let's go. So, any first thoughts?
Yeah, look, I'll be honest, like, it's an amazing car, beautiful looking. So it's one of them where it's amazing how much technology they bump into all these things now. I said it's so smooth as well because of it obviously being a hybrid.
Yeah.
So quiet, isn't it? It's completely different.
It's crazy, and it's so nice to have a Yaris Cross as well. So it's all good, but I don't want to press you too much. You're the first ever person to do the Telematics challenge. So essentially, we're going to be like grading you for your efficiency of driving today. There's going to be a league table. It's going to be great. So,
do you know what? I'm happy to have a little game of that. Like I said, keep to the speed limits and keep hands on the wheel properly. Yeah?
Exactly. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. So, let's talk football. Done my research, obviously. So, you're originally from London, aren't you?
Yeah, I was born in London. I'll be honest, not loads of people know that. I think because obviously I come up through this system down here.
Yeah.
A lot of people actually think that I was born down here, but I was born in Enfield, so in North London. Yeah.
So how quickly did you, from moving down to Devon, did you actually get into the Argyle Academy?
Well, I actually moved down when I was about 2 years old.
Yeah.
I said so I was young, so obviously it took me a couple of years.
Yeah.
I said I moved down, started playing locally in Bideford, where I grew up in North Devon. And then, I didn't move down to Plymouth until I was sort of 13 when I moved down into the schoolboys.
Yeah.
And then obviously got given a scholarship, a YTS as they used to call it, for 3 years. So I moved down to Plymouth. I left school at 15 and moved down straight away. So it was a long time ago now, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm guessing football was always, the one thing that was on your mind you wanted to do.
Yeah, do you know what? It was something that, I'll be honest, I think if you were to go back and ask any of my school teachers or anyone who knew me growing up, football was the only thing that I said I wanted to do. If I'm honest, I didn't really have another plan really. I said it was sort of something that I just thought that I wanted that badly that I was just going to try and make happen. And lucky enough, like it paid off in the end.
So, I know obviously you're an Argyle legend. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But did you spend some time at Exeter?
Yeah.
You played in a pretty big game against Man United in the FA Cup. How was that? Playing against how long ago was that now then?
Do you know what? I want to say I was 19 when it happened.
Yeah.
It was that long ago for myself, and it's sort of hard to really. I was 18, 19. I'm sure I was 19, so I'm 36 now, and my maths is worse than me driving, so it should be right.
Who was playing that night for Man United? Can you remember?
Well, I remember. Obviously, everyone remembers the second one. Obviously, the first one for playing in the stadium, but they didn't. I'll be honest. I think they took us maybe a little bit lightly, which they would do. Man United being the powerhouse they are.
Yeah.
But I know in the second game, obviously, you had people the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo, Rooney, everyone really, Paul Scholes, which was just. It was a joy to be on a pitch with someone like that. After, obviously, you're running around after him when you're on there, and it's tough. But to say I got on a pitch at sort of that age against them sort of players, I was fortunate.
Yeah. Thinking of that game in mind, but obviously, absolutely anyone throughout your whole career. Is there anyone that you've absolutely gone in really hard? You slid in and you thought, I love that one. Is there anyone in mind that you can think of where that's happened? There's probably quite a few, I can imagine.
Yeah, do you know what? It's something that sort of as a defender, you sort of pride yourself on that. I always pride myself on I was quite heavy hitting in terms of tackling.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do it nowadays. Nowadays changed slightly, but I'll be honest, off the top of my head, I don't really know too much. The one that sort of sticks out in my head wasn't a tackle, but I know a lot of my friends were at the local sort of pub where they play all the football back home. When we played the Man United game, I was lucky enough with pure camera and timing that the ball comes over and I challenge Ronaldo in the air.
Yeah.
But I, to be honest, I go in a little bit heavy to him and sort of try and give him a bit of a shoulder. And he ends up on the floor.
Yeah.
It's a foul, to be honest, rightfully so. It is a foul.
Up,
yeah, but it was one of those really lucky ones where it got replayed. So obviously for my friends that were in the sort of pub back home watching it, it sort of happens quickly, so I don't know, they probably didn't know it was me that did it, and then when it slows down you can see obviously my name clearly on the back of my shirt and then obviously Ronaldo, and you sort of see me sort of turn around and look at him as I run off, so it was, yeah, I was quite like that one was probably...
Satisfying?
Yeah, if I'm honest. Quite satisfying, but trouble is then when he got up he was quicker than me, so it was the only chance I had to get hold of him.
Yeah. When someone signs for a new club, there's always dodgy initiations that goes on, right? And we've seen some videos, so everyone's seen some videos of some really interesting ones, some pretty good ones actually. Have you ever had to do any?
So the normal one really, the norm with football is song.
Yeah.
So initiation song. So I've done a couple. I did one when I come back here before.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've done them. I sung. You're not getting me to sing now, are you?
No, I'm not getting you to sing. It's not that sort of carpool.
You know what? Nah,
I'll leave that one to James Corden.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I don't think my voice suits this sort of like beautiful new car. To be honest, I don't think it's worth it. But I sung "Build Me Up, Buttercup."
Oh.
Yeah, bit of an old school classic. Showed me age a little bit with it. So, but I'll give it the best go I could. I'll be honest. Hold my hands up. I'm not a singer, unfortunately.
No, that's fine.
I don't see it really happening for me. But
not a post-retirement career.
Nah, I don't think really me. I'll be honest. It's almost done to sort of. It's done just to put you out of your comfort zone. Obviously, you're meeting new lads every time, and it's one of them. You're open their rubbish.
Yeah.
You really open their rubbish, and obviously I was, so it was all right. But I've seen a couple of good ones.
I was going to say, has there been anyone that stands out?
We had a lad here actually come down from Arsenal, a lad called Safari Moore.
Yeah.
And do you know what? He's into his music anyway, heavily into his music, and sort of got him up. And most people got their head down when dinner's thing, and then everyone starts chinking the glass with your cutlery. And he jumped straight up out his seat and was like, "Yeah, I'll go first." I was like sitting there thinking,
he's confident.
Yeah, not sure about this. And then to be fair, he got up, he got himself like this little clap going on, and do you know what? He had a good voice. Yeah, he had a good voice. So when it happens like that, it's quite funny because you're just not expecting it.
Yeah, but obviously away from that, you've been to Wembley, you've won promotion. Is there anything that does stand out as a career highlight?
For me, it'd be the promotions. I think everyone always talks about the Man United game, as we spoke about. But for me personally, to come back and get promoted with a football club that you consider to be home and is home for you, I think that meant more to me than anything else I've probably achieved in football. Yeah. Both ones that I've had, on top of obviously when you get your relegations, you have, unfortunately in football you have a lot of lows. Yeah. And when the highs come along, they mean that much to you. Yeah. I think we were unfortunate with the second one under this manager. Obviously Ryan Lowe has been amazing with us. He was great with me. But unfortunately, because of everything that's happened in the world, you get promoted and no one can you can't have the party side of it and everything with it. Whereas the first time I got promoted with a football club, when I just obviously come back, that was just, I think we beat, it was on a Monday night, we beat Newport 6-1. Yeah. So in a game where we knew we needed a draw at the time. And when you're just thinking we need a point here to get over the line. And then you go and win 6-1, and it's just euphoria really. I've never felt anything like that in life. We got take football out of the equation. It's amazing what it gives you and how it makes you feel, and it's something that obviously now retired, I would certainly miss. I think, like I said, because it's just something that's such a feeling, that euphoria, and it's just something that you just don't get the opportunity to do every day, to feel like that. So it was amazing.
Obviously, unfortunately, you had to hang up the boots at the end of last season. Yeah. But you're in this new role now as a club ambassador. How are you finding it?
Yeah, do you know what? It's been great. A bit of an eye-opener into the real world, effectively, what people say. Yeah. I think my dad would probably still say that I'm not in the real world. Because it's been, it's great. I get to do a bit of coaching now, which is something that, I'll be honest, if you asked me sort of 5 years ago, I'd have probably said that I didn't really want to do it. Not through anything, like not wanting to coach people or help people. It was just something that I just wanted to focus on playing myself. And then obviously when it does stop, and obviously with the injury I had to stop, you start sort of getting put into different roles, and coaching, I absolutely love it. Like, I get a real buzz out of it, and sort of feel it's as close as I can get to playing myself. I can join in every now and again, which is quite nice with the group that we have. And I said on top of that, I do a lot of the stuff in terms of hospitality with a football club. So I get to, I'd want to go and watch the boys on a Saturday anyway. So I'm lucky I get to do it as a job now, and then obviously go and have a nice little meal, and obviously nowadays I can have a beer with it as well, which quite helps. So it's quite nice. It's been quite a sort of eye-opener into sort of a different area within a football club. But for me, it was sort of, I wasn't academically great as a kid, and I get to come into work every day with a tracksuit on with Plymouth Argyle on it, and I'll be honest, it makes me happy.
Ryan Lowe has had a cracking start to the season. What are the hopes for the year? Is it promotion? Is it just sort of, is it going to be automatic promotion? Obviously, not that long ago the club was in the Championship. So, what are the aims for the year?
I think it's always, first and foremost, it is promotion. I think the thing is, it's every single team in the league will start the season off, and the aim is always promotion. Realistically, I think we're capable of that, especially with the players we've got and who we've got in charge, and obviously the size of the football club. It's definitely promotion. I think you have to aim for the top. I said, and if you aim to win the league, effectively, you'll get promoted. Then if you fall short, then you could hit yourself in the playoffs. So it's definitely something like, we're not a football club, and the gaffer's definitely not a manager that will be happy to just stay up. I said that's just not in his makeup and DNA as a manager and as a person. And I stand behind that, and none of the boys in the dressing room are like that either. It's something that you want to win things, where we talk about obviously with promotions and that. If they were to go that one better and get us back into the Championship, I was lucky enough to play for 5 years in the Championship with a football club, and the level jump is huge, and you get bigger crowds. It's just great for the city, and it'd be great for the players to get a chance to do that. And obviously the manager, who, in my opinion, deserves it.
So this is Toyota's first ever compact SUV. Could you see yourself driving to a few away days in this? 1,000,000%. I said I think I've been really fortunate, obviously, that you've allowed me to come and do this. Look, it's been great. The car's magic. Like I said, it's so smooth, so quiet. I really enjoy driving it. I said, with the added little bonus that it's giving you a little bit of feedback at the end. I'm just hoping to get the best score humanly possible you've ever had in the car. So it's been great. And at the end of the day, you want to finish top of the league, don't you say?
Yeah. Well, I think if I could have my way, I would definitely finish top of the league with this. So I'm hoping the score is going to be good.
Well, to check out Gary's result, make sure you head to snows.co.uk. So there you have it. The drive is complete. Do you want to know your result?
I 1,000,000% want to know what the result is of that.
I'm being told in my ear that it was a 5-star performance.
5 stars.
Top of the league.
I'm happy with that. Top of it. How many people have been?
1.
Oh. So I could have got 1 star.
1 star, but it's a long season, as you know.
To be fair, as soon as you said there was a little bit on it with that, I wanted to get a good. Obviously, I'll take 5.
The competitiveness never goes.
Nah, ever.
So the all-new Yaris Cross is available now at Snows Toyota, complete with our world-renowned hybrid technology. Go on then, you know what to say.
So get yourself down to your nearest Snows dealer now.
Thanks, Gary, and best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.